Yo, I think we might be live. Let me know if you guys can hear me. I haven't done this in a while. I'm like an old man trying to use OBS. Bro is late. I was late by 2 minutes. I'm sorry. I was actually here. I just was like, I can't let them see how nervous I am, so I had to hype myself up. But I have no idea if I'm live. That'd be really funny if I wasn't. I'm just talking to myself right in the void. Nothing new there. Yeah. So I don't know. Am I live? Let me know. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Let me know if it's working. I have no idea. Let's see. I don't know. I thought so. You are. Okay, great. Hello, everybody. Hello. Okay, there we go. There we go. Now I can see stuff happening. Yo, what's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? I haven't done one of these in so long. So this is crazy. I'm nervous as hell. I love just copying to being nervous, but I am nervous. We hear me. Do I sound good? Because I have the mic right here. Should I move it closer? Should I go further away? Hello, hello. Oh shit, he lives. He live. Who wins, Ned Leeds or Jason? I'm just gonna go Ned because of fucking just Ned has a Doctor Strange ring now. He's gonna be on the glider soon. Hey, he's back. It's the man behind the mask. Any updates on the Jason Todd? Yes, tons of updates. Let's let people come in. How are you guys? I'm a fan of your videos. Thank you, thank you. You sound good. Thank you. You sound fine. Thank you. Yo, first episode of Penguin is so Jason coded. Yes, it is. I have seen all of the Penguin, which I can get into in a few, but WB was kind enough to send me. Sorry, I have two pop-out chats. I'm very confused. WB was kind enough to send me the whole show. So I've seen it all. And it's wonderful. I don't know how much I can say. I'm making a video on it right now. But I love the Penguin. I love the show. I think it only gets better. If you guys watched the pilot last night, it only picks up. It only gets better. But it is very much like Jason, which is, I think, a good thing, hopefully, because if you're liking Penguin, you'll like the tone of Jason. I'm about to burp, but thank you for the super chat. All super chats go to helping me survive, so thank you. This one's from Wiley. OFC, gotta know what your favorite Christopher Reeve Superman movie, and will you see the new doc this weekend? I really want to see it this weekend. I'm super busy this weekend, but I'd love to see it. Favorite Christopher Reeve Superman movie? Good question. I would go either the first, and then there's this weird, in my head, it's like combine the Lester and the Donner cut of two, and that's probably the perfect Christopher Reeve Superman movie, because there's scenes that are missing in the Donner cut that I love that Richard Lester shot. But yeah, I'd say thank you for the super chat. But I'd say that the combined performance that he does in one and two. Someone said, "Did I get a haircut?" Yes, I did. Bro, have you been working out? Yeah, I'd say so. I wouldn't say I like hit the gym every day, but I've definitely, when we finished making Jason, I think all I did was sit and edit and fucking, excuse my French, gained a lot of pounds and felt the worst I've ever felt about myself. And so I definitely have spent the last 6 months or so trying to get to a place where I feel healthy. Hi Alex, yes, I know it's been so long. I know it's been way too long since I've done one of these. It's scary. I forgot how to do this. But looking nice, Alex. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Will you see the Joker sequel? Yes, next month. Yeah, yeah. I'm actually more excited for. I don't even want to attempt to mispronounce the title, but for Joker 2 than I was for Joker 1, simply because, like I've said before, the only thing that could get me invested in the Joker sequel, which I feel like is unnecessary in general, is if you make it like a super trippy musical with Lady Gaga. That I'm in. Dark Knight Rises or Batman Forever? I mean, I love Batman Forever will always have a special place in my heart. So Batman Forever, probably. I don't know what the better movie is, but Batman Forever is always going to be special to me. Did you like Cape Crusader? I loved Cape Crusader, and I wanted to make a video on it, but then I thought, I don't know if I have that much to say other than I really like this. And sometimes when you really like something, you know, you don't really have that much to articulate why you like something, and so I didn't make a video on it, but I really did enjoy Cape Crusader. The Penguin looks more exciting to me than Joker 2. It's great. It's great. I've seen every single episode. If you're just tuning in, WB was kind enough to set me up. Wonderful. What advice can you give writing a feature script? Great question. I love any kind of writing advice question. I'm always a character focused guy, I think, in general. I am very much a strong encourager of interviewing your characters and building a story around that. So if you have an idea for a scene, I feel like most writing starts with an idea for a scene or a moment or an emotion. You want to interview your characters. You really want to interrogate them as much as you possibly can before you actually start crafting a story. And then you got to figure out, do you want them to change? If so, how? What's the natural change? And so writing a feature is no different than writing anything, writing a short, writing, you know, prose, anything. I think writing a feature screenplay is almost more liberating because you have the opportunity to be more vague and to spread out your ideas. Everyone's saying Jason release date. Listen, guys, I have tons of Jason stuff to show you. I promise. Today I brought new clips. But the Jason release date is coming very soon. I don't want to give a date. I'll tell you everything that's going on though. We are waiting on a sound mix and we are waiting on VFX. And those things are not only expensive, so we're raising more money. We're spewing money out of our own pockets to get it done. And we are waiting on the sound mix, which Matt Noble, who's a super talented artist, is working on right now as we speak. And once that is finished, we'll have enough time to market it, and then it'll be out. Our goal is to have it out very, very soon. There is a watchable cut right now. I've read a few comments that are like, movies never coming out. I just want you guys to understand there's a team of about 5 people working night and day on the entire project while working day jobs. 5 people. We're not talking about a movie studio. We're not talking about $200 million backed us up. You know what I mean? I appreciate all the support and all the patience, but I promise it's worth it. Because I could show you the movie right now, as you'll see in the clips I'm about to show with unfinished sound mix. I could show you the movie and you probably enjoy it. There's been a watchable cut for a long time. But I think the thing is, especially when I made my career, if you want to call it that, off talking and criticizing or loving superhero movies, my movie has to be the greatest thing it can possibly be and the most polished, and the character of Jason deserves that polish. But it is coming. I have a goal date in mind, but I do not want to tell you that and then lie and be like it's coming out next month and then it doesn't come out next month. But it is coming very soon. Shit, I missed a ton of messages. Sorry. For the ramble. Thank you. Also, sorry, I forgot to read your name. I'm old at this, guys. I'm rusty. I'm getting old. You know what I mean? What the hell? What advice can you give writing a feature script? That was from Saw S Awesomeness. Thank you so much for the super chat. What are your thoughts on Sonic 3? Thank you, Super Michael, for the super chat. Dude, I'm in. I love Sonic 2 way more than I ever thought I would. I've always been a Sonic the Hedgehog fan. I wouldn't say I'm the fan art kind of fan, because I think the Sonic fans go really hard. But I remember playing Adventure 1 and Adventure 2 so much that I think my father was annoyed by the intro of Adventure 2, like that music cue, the da-na-na-na-na-na. Yeah, so I'm very excited to see Shadow the Hedgehog. Keanu Reeves is a great pick for him. I love it. Have you seen the Deadpool and Wolverine response video? I have. I don't want to like stir the pot or anything, but while I think there's definitely like I listen to the criticism that isn't hostile or aggressive, and I get being aggressive for the sake of comedy. Like nothing bothered me about the video, more so the fact that he just played 7 minutes of my video, and then made like 3 comments over Arkham Knight footage. And I'm like, if you're gonna critique, at least fucking like put some effort into your stuff. But that's all I'll say on that. Are you more excited for Matt Reeves' Batman 2 or Superman Legacy? Great question. Both. Both are very even. I need a Superman movie right now. But having seen the Penguin, all of it, like anything they do in that world, I will be seated. I am so excited. It is the Batman world I've always wanted to play in and explore in, and I think it's cool because it is very in sync with our Jason. Not saying that like our Jason is tangentially our fan film is connected in any way. We didn't set it in that world, but stylistically speaking, what Penguin's doing, the way it's shot, the way it's done, the way it's written is very much in sync with Jason. So that's a pitch for Jason and an endorsement of Penguin, because I love what they're doing. Thank you, Hamburglar. Love it, for the super chat. My boy, do you need any alternative posters? Dude, you are working on a fan comic. Plug yourself right now. I will heart it and pin it in the chat for a second because that looks incredible. But yeah, dude, anybody who wants to make Jason fan art, anybody who wants to talk about Jason, anyone who wants to me to come on a podcast or hang out and talk about Jason, if you just want to meet me at the bar and talk about Jason, I'll be there in 10 minutes. But yes, dude, I'd love that. Thank you. You're so immensely talented. What do you think of the new Arkham VR game? It seems to be made out of passion. Looks very promising. Dude, I am very, very in and very, very excited for that game. I wish that I had money to throw on the Quest 3. I have the Quest 2. But I'm excited to watch walkthroughs and then hopefully, once I have some disposable income that's not going towards the movie, hopefully put it towards there. Put it towards so I can play. But it looks great. It really does look great. Have you learned anything from Vince Gilligan? And have you implanted it in your film? I think, of course. I think there's very direct. I think Vince Gilligan might be the master of like morally gray characters that you like, but then you hate and you detest, but you love. And I think we took a lot of that from Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad and put it, especially into Willis Todd. I think we always wanted the audience to be confused about how to feel about Jason's dad, just like Jason is. Great question. Would you ever specifically make a video on writing a film script or your process? Yeah, I planned, if you guys would like to see that, I plan to do a little thing about how I made Jason, and not like a full feature length behind the scenes. That will go to the backers who donated to the movie. But just something, a little video I say about it, and I think I could talk a lot about my philosophy. And I know that a lot of people probably don't give a fuck, but I think I'd like to see that if I was a fan of what I'm trying to do. So yeah, I think so. Have you seen Coraline? I've never seen Coraline, and I wanted to catch it in theaters, but I was too busy. I wanted to catch it, the re-release. It was also 3D, and I was like, oh no, am I gonna get nauseous? But no, I haven't. I should. I know I should. Can you give an overview of your Jason Todd fan film? Yeah, it's a feature-length fan film. It's around almost, I'd say it's an hour 42, the current cut right now without credits. And it is, I'd say, the character study of Jason Todd and an examination of how the cycles of trauma affect one's ability to love and to feel loved, is the pretentious answer. The sales pitch is, it's Christmas, Jason's by himself. Christmas is a very emotional time for him since his mother left him on Christmas, and he's stuck trying to boost this very suspicious car with his father Willis in the slums of Gotham. And that's the overview. That's the pitch. Is there any green screen shots in Jason? If not, do you see your future films utilizing one? We had options to do green screen stuff that probably would have made it easier to do certain shots, but no. That was kind of like not a rule I had, more so I wanted to try to do everything. Look what just fucking played on my royalty-free jazz to calm me down. It was more so not like a rule because I have anything against green screen. It was more so the nature of the movie, the way it needed to feel was very, very much tangible. Like you could touch it, even the more fantastical stuff. There are VFX, but hopefully they're not noticeable is the whole thing. What's your position on the Bat Vigilante in Gotham? He's a menace. Great question. Thank you for the super chat. If I don't thank you, your camera's flashing black, by the way. Really? Oh no, that's not good. That's not good. We don't like that. Maybe I do this. Maybe that'll help. If I don't thank you for the super chat, I meant to say thank you. I'm just nervous. I'm calming down a little bit now, but I always get so nervous right before these. At this rate, we're going to get GTA 6 before Jason. I promise not. I promise not. When's GTA 6 coming out? Out of any future comic book projects that have been announced, which one are you most excited for? Probably Superman or the Batman 2, I think. Yeah, those two by far. Born Again, I'm cautiously optimistic. Frank Miller or Aaron Moore? I gotta go Frank Miller. I mean, I know Frank Miller nowadays, but I think like year one's so instrumental in Dark Knight Returns to like creating my favorite kind of character of all time. So thank you for the super chat yet again. Awesomeness. Fresh haircut. Thank you. I literally got it cut by my boy Nick yesterday. What was learning how Jason was going to end like? I don't understand quite what you mean. What was knowing how Jason's going to end like, or writing, or Well, I can answer that in a sense of I always knew that the ending had to be very earned, and trying to earn it was the whole thing. And I don't want to spoil too much, but do you love Avatar: The Last Airbender cartoon? I am like a casual fan. I don't want to say that I'm a super passionate fan, but I used to. My friends are so deep into it, and I would watch episodes while they were watching them or rewatching them and hanging out, and I really enjoyed everything that I saw from it. I saw a lot of Korra too. After rewatching Penguin episode 1, the trailer for Jason, I can imagine you working on that level and budget. Thank you. Yeah, I think there'll be a lot of comparisons, which I'm very happy with to Penguin. Especially since I love it. For, no spoilers, but for those of you who have seen the first episode, there's a character that Oz meets while he's stealing the hubcaps off Oz's car, and it's very Jason Todd coded, which I thought was fun. Thoughts on Nolan possibly directing a James Bond film? I think he'd be great. I think he kind of did with Tenet a little bit. It felt like that. Like that's what he'd do, and that's really interesting. What camera lens did you shoot Jason on? We shot it on we shot on a bunch of different lenses, and by bunch I mean 3, but mostly the Super Takumar vintage lens, which you can buy pretty cheap. So that's something that I like to say a lot because you don't need this huge budget to be able to make something. Thank you guys. Alex, why did my wife leave me? I'm asking myself that same question every day. Not gonna lie, when I first saw Alberto Falcone, yes, it was me. I played him. I'm just kidding. Any thoughts on My Adventure Superman season 2? Really loved it. I love everything they do in that show. Just like Kate Crusader, I wish I could have made a cash grab video essentially where I talk about it for 6 minutes and really just don't say anything other than I like it. But I really liked it. Hey man, just want to say watching your videos have made me realize more about characters than I thought, and always so fun to watch. I love your videos. Thank you so much, dude. I wouldn't be here without you, genuinely. I would not be here without any of you. And I really appreciate the support, and I'm glad we can do these lives again because I feel like I haven't connected with you guys in a hot minute. So, oh no, YouTube might lock me out. That'd be funny, but we're just gonna ignore that for now. $4.99. Hope you're doing well, man. Thank you so much, dude, for the super chat. Way too kind. Way too kind. Just to say, hope you're doing well. No question. Just telling me thank you. I do appreciate that. Truthfully, any super chats help out so much. It'll go directly towards me paying rent and the movie at the same time. And yes, both can coexist. But yes, thank you so much. $10 says that Jason Todd movie gets DC to notice you and hire you. I really doubt it, but that'd be cool. We had thoughts about that because it's good. I can tell you the movie's good. At least to me, it's good. But you guys will be like, this is a fucking piece of dog shit, boring motherfucking... No, I'm kidding. But I don't think. We have... With the highest of hopes is that James Gunn's like, this is cool. But I don't think anyone's going to give me a job off the movie, even though that'd be sick. I'd love that. Saw Strange Darling today. Strange Darling was wonderful. I loved it. What did you think of movies starting by saying they are real events when they aren't? Love that gag. Love that gag. I think it's great because I'm hooked. I'm like, I want to go home and Google this right now. So I'm thinking about the movie. I'm still fighting for the Jason Todd nipples. Thank you. Yes. Well, time to announce that there's officially nipples on the Robin suit. We heard the feedback. We added them in. It's happening. This might be a good time. How long have we been going? Because my mouse is gonna die and I want to charge it. This might be a good time to play a clip from Jason. You guys want to see a clip from Jason? Yes or no? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Let me know. I'll take a sip of this. I got 2 clips to show you guys today. So I got a long one and a short one. I'll play the short one first. Using DaVinci Resolve to edit or grade other software. I do mostly everything in Final Cut, believe it or not. I want to learn something different because Final Cut's a fucking mess, but I do want to learn DaVinci. I do a lot of stabilization in DaVinci. When will Jason be released? Okay, so I can say this. People want to see a clip. Thank you. I can say this. The goal is it's a Christmas movie, and we'd love to release it in that time frame this year because we wanted to do it last year, release it last year in that time frame. It's been a full year delay. The goal is there. It really just depends on if we can finance enough to get the VFX shot and find artists who are willing to work for way less than they're worth just because we're not making any money. No one's making any money, and we're not out of money, but you know what I mean. It's expensive, and you want to pay people what they're worth, but at the same time, it's the thing where we have to negotiate's so cynical, but it's not the word. It's just find people who are willing to work for less than they deserve. That's how we got it shot, was actors who are so talented and are worth all the money. But we could not afford to pay what they're worth because we didn't have that much money to begin with. So optimistically, the Christmas season would be a great time to release the movie. I'm hoping for that. But out of money, yeah, with a dollar sign on my lips. But no, I mean, when it comes to the movie, making movies is expensive. I'm not bullshitting you. I appreciate all the support, but that's the truth. That's the whole truth. And if we can get those shots done and find the right people to finish those shots and everything goes according to plan and we can market it correctly, then the Christmas season would be optimal and perfect. So that's the goal. Why are you drinking from a jar? Yes, I am drinking from a jar. There's a tiny, tiny bit of vodka in here and mostly just seltzer water. And then I got a Gatorade right here at the same time. Got to stay hydrated. What kind of VFX shots, man, do you need? Hit me up. Dude, I mean, a lot of, I won't make this an open job interview, but if you want to email, I'll put it in the chat, this business email, and you guys can troll on this email. We'll just delete it if you're trolling, but that email, and I'll be more specific because I don't want to just spill all the beans. But no, we're always looking for artists, but mostly just snow, visual effects, snow, adding some stuff, covering some stuff. I don't want to be specific because it might spoil some things, but stuff like that. I'm drinking Lex Luthor's Granny's Peach Tea. You're right. Hey, Alex, I'm a big fan. What do you think of the Fantastic Four being practical and different? I love the cast, and I loved that leaked test footage they showed at the Comic-Con. I thought that was really fucking cool, and so I'm cautiously optimistic and excited. Good luck on Jason. Thank you so much, dude. Just want to say your dedication and enthusiasm has been a big inspiration for my videos. It's been a tough year, but your stuff has really helped. Thank you so much, Bobby. I appreciate that. I get it, man. Sometimes it's hard to find that passion, find that enthusiasm, but thank you. I mean, I don't know if you need advice or anything, but what always helps me is like even when you have to do 1,000 things at a time and life gets in the way of the art, but like if you can get one idea down, one thought, one shot, one piece of voiceover, whatever it is, it's worthy. You did good in that sense. What's the score in Jason gonna be tonight? Sorry, I read I'll have one less drink tonight from Alexis, and then I said, what's the score gonna be like in Jason? Well, you can hear it, not in this clip, but in the next clip I'll show later. But when do you think Matt Reeves should introduce Robin? I'd love to see Dick Grayson in the sequel. That'd be awesome. Someone said I love you. I love you too. Please do a video on the bear. I'd love to. I think I have a whole plan to do a lot of non-superhero stuff as soon as the movie's out and I have more time to do YouTube full time. What do you think about RGJ? Sorry. What do you think about RDJ as Doctor Doom? Yeah, I don't know about it. I'm not even like the biggest Doom stan in the world, but I don't know. It just feels like, I'm sure he'll be good. He's never bad in anything, but it just feels like here's the well that you're reaching down ideas into. You're past the bottom. You're now at the center of the fucking Earth's core. I'm just fucking around, but why are your thumbnails so nice? Obsession, ADHD, and fucking misery. I don't know, but thank you for the compliment. Okay, I'm gonna play. Have you ever watched The Sopranos? I've seen a lot of season 1. That's like the big gaping hole in my TV show watching. But I need to finish it. Reeks of desperation. Indeed it does. Me or Dr. Dim? Both? Okay, cool. I'm going to play a clip because I have to pee. So this is perfect timing. And ready? Goodbye. Enjoy the clip. Oh wait, I should intro the clip, right? This is later in the movie. A lot of shit has gone down, and this is Jason and Willis returning home from a very hectic and crazy night. Enjoy. It's out of context. I just wanted to give you a little bit of a small taste of the interaction between father and son.
You think the kids downstairs think we're Santa?
Probably.
Yeah, except we're bringing stale coal.
Damn right. Loud little brats.
All right, I don't know if you guys can hear me again, but that was a little tiny taste of a clip. I thought that was a little fun moment. I have a way longer clip. I didn't go to the bathroom, by the way. I wish I had, but I did not. I just sat here watching the clip with you guys. That would have been great. Yes, Eddie. Eddie Vincent's incredible as well as Todd. Who is your favorite Robin? I mean, I have to answer Jason Todd. What kind of person would I be? What kind of guy would I be? Good clip. I can't see you. You can't see me? Oh, I think I was talking for a second. Am I still gone? Because I can see me, and that's unsettling, as always. Didn't you post that on Twitter? I might have posted that on Twitter. I have one that I did not post on Twitter, to be sure. I wanted to bring 2 clips. I haven't been here in a while. This movie gonna make me cry, huh? Yeah, probably. I mean, I wrote it, and I cried on the set a few times, and, you know, I knew it was coming. Hey, Alex, hope you're a fabulous day. Still wanting to know, when is the OnlyFans dropping? Listen, if that's what we got to do to finance the rest of the movie, I mean, that's what we got to do. Big fan, what's up, bro? Hey, dude, how you doing? What is your hope for Spider? I see that blink. I saw it there. I'm sorry my camera's a piece of garbage. You know, you think the filmmaker would figure out a way to hook up not a shitty webcam to his thing. I want to see your movie so bad. 5-second clip. I have a 2-minute clip if you guys want to see that. I love it. Only thing is the dialogue's a bit hard to hear. Yeah, I should have mentioned. I'm stupid. I should have mentioned that the clips I'm gonna show are from not just even an older edit, but the sound mix is still being worked on. And I figured, you know, I could only show you guys polished clips. I could show you like when it's ready to go. But honestly, I like showing you the process. So you'll hear in this next clip about the show that like the ambience isn't quite correct. There's some noticeable kind of chuckle ADR. But the real movie won't look like that, or feel like that, I guess. But I think it's cool that you guys get to see on this live stream, exclusively on the live stream, unless I post it on Twitter. But I won't post the second one on Twitter yet. But you get to see like the process, which I think is a lot of fun. Restore the HiTop Filmverse, yes. Are you going to watch the Penguin show? Yes, for those of you just joining, I have seen all of the Penguin. Every episode, 1 through 8. I think there's 8. Yeah, 1 through 8. Brilliant masterpiece. I'm making a video on it right now. Literally after I'm done on this live stream, I'm gonna go record a voiceover for the video. Did you see that bug fly by? Was that in my head? But yes, Penguin's wonderful. Highly recommend if you haven't watched it yet. I don't want to spoil anything. If you guys want to know my thoughts, there'll be a video on it, but I think it's wonderful. Any dangerous stunts done in the film? Yeah. Dangerous in the sense that someone jumped off a roof? No. But dangerous in the sense that we're idiots who have no budget for safety? Yeah, tons. I can't spoil what they are, but tons. Any fight scenes? Yeah, a few. I'd say they're not really fight scenes. This is always my go-to answer. They're more grotesque showcases of violence, if that makes sense, was the goal. We really did not want it to feel, because this isn't a Batman and Robin movie. We wanted violence to evolve with Jason and how he's viewing it. So I think we wanted it to feel scary. At least it's not bourbon, dude. I had to cut the bourbon. The bourbon, I like the taste of bourbon too much. I'm not encouraging it. I'm actually discouraging it. I like the taste of bourbon too much. I could just, like, if they make NA bourbon, that's going to be my thing. Have you watched The Walking Dead? If so, what do you think? I've watched like season 1 and 2 of Walking Dead, and I really enjoyed it, but I think I watched them when it was airing too, but I never kept up with it, but I really enjoyed it. I love the Telltale game. The Telltale game is incredible. What Disney character does Alex relate to the most, and why is it Aladdin? Oh shit, that's a great question. I have so many jokes lined up. Oh, man. I'm trying to think of a classic Disney animated character. I feel like I'm one of the dwarves. One of the, in Snow, and I was going to say Snow White. Yeah. Jeez. Have you seen The Crow? Yes. The original? Yes. I did not see the new one. The Batman Forever video made me cry. I love what you're doing. Can't wait to see Jason. P.S. You're killing it on OnlyFans. You'd make a killing on OnlyFans. If you guys want it, you know, I'll sell out. I'll do it. I'll fucking do it. Shit. Thank you for the super chat, Ultra Star Gamer. I fucking feel so terrible when I don't say, thank you. What type of film genres inspired Jason? I heard you compare it to Mean Streets and that level of Scorsese film. If you were to give a list, yeah, I'd say a lot of like 70s movies, of course, but American Honey, the work of Andrea Arnold, which is very much about young people in kind of insane, intense circumstances made in a raw way. I'd say the work of the Safdie brothers is a huge, huge influence just in general in tone and in vibe. Let me think what else. Obviously Scorsese, everything Scorsese, always Scorsese, and then a bit of Barry Jenkins, a bit of Wong Kar-wai as well. Very much Barry Jenkins, but a bit of Wong Kar-wai in the way we do montage and lights and stuff. But great, thank you for the question. Great question. Walking Dead seasons 1 through 5 are fire. I know, I'm a hack. There's so much I want to watch. I come in and he's only talking about OnlyFans. Dude, I'm sorry. People keep asking me for the OnlyFans, and I'm like, I don't want to see that. Alex is gonna go Midnight Cowboy for Jason. That's a great movie. I'm a massive soundtrack needle drop guy, and with James Gunn being DC head, I hope every movie has great needle drops. I'm sure it would. His needle drops are fucking incredible. It would make it different from the MCU. For sure. I already think that James, as a guy who made MCU movies, I'm pretty sure James knows, what was I going to say? Sorry. James knows what not to do. And even the way he's talking about how he, like, it wasn't shade, but he said the other day, like, unlike most other studios, we will not shoot a movie until the script is ready and the vision is solid and it feels like someone's artistic viewpoint on a character. And we'll see if that translates in practice. We'll see how that works out. But I mean, if Penguin's any indication, not that he had much to do with it, but that is something that is very R-rated, and it only gets darker, guys. Like, I can't wait for you guys to see, like, episode, I think 4 to the end is so specifically bleak and amazing and wonderful that I can't wait for you guys to see. Do you like Spike Lee? Yeah. I wouldn't say I'm like the most versed in his filmography, but any movie I've seen of his, I've very much enjoyed. How do you feel about the director of Spider-Man 4? More short-term 12. I tweeted that and people were like, what? But more short-term 12 than I'd say than the last act of Shang-Chi, which I think Shang-Chi was good. But I mean, I didn't love it, but I thought it was solid. It's better than a lot of the stuff, but I think that short-term 12 is like kind of a perfect character thing to base Spider-Man around. And I think if you lean more into that, especially now that Peter's in college and you have a chance to do something cool and unique, they totally should. Spoil it. No, I can't. I'll actually go to jail if I spoil the Penguin. They'll lock me up. Okay, I'm doing the pee dance. You see this? You see that? Okay, I'm gonna go pee. But here's another clip. This is one of my favorite scenes in the movie. It's not done for those of you tuning in. I'm so fucking nervous. I can't talk. For those of you tuning in, this clip is not finished in the sound mix, so you can say, oh, the sound's not done. And the thing is, I made the movie and I know the sound's not done, but enjoy anyway. This is one of my favorite moments in the film. This is between Jason and Old John, and Old John's probably my favorite character in the movie. So it's a character we created for the film, and I think in a lot of ways, I say this about a few of the characters, but he is the organs and the heart of the movie. Okay, so time to play.
I tell you about the first time you come here?
Yeah. Not in a while, though.
All right. You used to pass by all the time, fumbling around. Ma, she was teaching you to walk, to talk. She just got a new job down the block.
The diner. I used to sit in that kitchen all day.
Joe's.
Place sucked.
Yeah. Oh, Joe, yeah, it did. Yeah. And on that day, she was on a break. You was hungry. But your ma, she didn't want you eating anything Joe cooked. And I hear you fumbling, and I hear her heels fumbling with you. You used to just pass by, she say hello, tell you to wave. But on that day, she stopped. Tried to get you to order for yourself. You didn't. You just hid right behind her. So she ordered you a big dog. Extra chili.
I ate the entire thing.
Shoved the entire thing in your whole mouth, almost choked.
I kind of wish I had.
Your mom. She was a good girl. Really good.
She's getting better.
Hello. So what'd you guys think? The soundtrack sounds peak. Yes. Oh, now I'm blurry. George, you in here, buddy? Shout yourself out. I want to know what you guys thought. Not, I already know it's gonna make me cry, and I love JC even more. Thank you. Be honest. Did it make you feel things? I know it's out of context. It works better in the context of the movie, but I feel like that's a great clip to showcase the tone. See, sometimes this will pull focus, and other times it won't. So we'll see. Hopefully, I go back. It's good shit. Thank you. That was dope. That was really good. Thanks, man. George, it's complicated. That was George's score. Hey, buddy, dude, shout yourself out, man. Plug your Instagram. He's so incredible. He made our movie 30 million times better. Cries. Yeah, I wish I had to. I know. That was great. We thought about cutting that line, but then we didn't, and I'm glad we didn't. The aura is immaculate. Thank you. Francesco fits Jason so well. I know. He's brilliant. How much action is in the movie? Don't go in expecting a huge action movie. I compare it to like what's popular. I compare it to like Taxi Driver or Joker in the amount of action and violence, which isn't that much, but when it does happen, it sticks with you. The siren after she's saying she's getting better, crying. Yeah, that was a late addition. Thank you. I'm not one of the best directors. I do appreciate the compliment. Trying. Looking forward to Christmas now. I hope it comes out by then. The dialogue feels unique. Fan films often fall in the problem of having generic dialogue. Thanks, man. I mean, dude, that's the thing is I've been trying to sell it, and obviously beauty's in the eye of the beholder. Pouring, if you want to see what I'm doing off screen, I'm pouring Giant Eagle brand seltzer water into this mason jar. But yeah, no, I think a lot of beauty is in the eye of the beholder, but I think a lot of fan films focus on making just the cool imagery, and you want to see this image from the comic that you haven't seen before. Our whole Jason philosophy was we're making a movie that we hope could be released in theaters, and we hope that just feels like a character study of this guy that just so happens to be made for super cheap and feature Batman. The dialogue feels unique. Read that one. Thank you though for the comment. Really great. It's good. It is an artistic choice. Someone says the eye level because I think we really deliberately broke all the rules because you can't really tell in that scene, but you can, but it's a very small section in that one it's not clear. But John is a blind man. Old John is a blind man, and I think you'll know that when you watch the movie because it's established earlier. But our whole idea was we were shooting it kind of normally at first. But then, this is minutia stuff. I don't have to talk about it for too long because I know I'll bore some people. But the whole idea was there is no eye line if one of the characters can't see. So we were very much having them not look directly at each other unless it's a very pointed moment where Jason's mostly looking at him trying to express some kind of inner desire, I'd say, for love. What Robin suits inspired the one in the movie? Great question. Better question for Agidius Designs than me, who did a wonderful job on the Robin suit. But I'd say a lot of it was just on the comic books, and I think Netflix's Daredevil played a big part in the look of the costume. And also, I always love this idea of like the strings that you can see on the Robin suit that like tie it together, almost like he's kind of bound in there. So it's a lot of like pretentious little stuff like that. Jensen Ackles cameo? No. That'd be fun. As someone who's experienced abuse in many forms, this film I can tell is not only going to do justice to the character, but also victims in the world. A, I'm sorry you went through that. B, thank you so much for the kind words. You've always been so supportive. And C, I hope so too. I hope people feel seen by it. Because I know I did, you know. Just clear one to say thank you. Your videos always motivate me with your clear love for cinema to attack the blank page, which helped me land development money for a play. That's awesome, dude. I can't wait to, not that I know I'll be able to see your play, but I can't wait to hear about it. That's so inspiring, dude. Thank you so much for the support. I wouldn't be here without comments like that and your support. Sorry, I'm going back and trying not just to read the super chats too. I'm gonna sob. You probably will. I hope Warner doesn't shut the film down. I don't think they're worried about us. Like you can check the bank account, but we haven't made any money off any of this. So, all of it's gone towards the film, and we're not running ads on the movie, and it's just a labor of love. So, someone says you'll give me a 70mm IMAX camera if I spoil Penguin. I won't risk that, but thank you. I have seen Ford versus Ferrari, someone says. I recommend Ford v Ferrari. Love it. I do love that movie. Will Jason become Red Hood? You'll just have to watch. Francesco's look at the end, perfect out of context clip. It's like the thesis of The Heart in the Way. I kind of wish I had the dialogue, man. You're cooking. Can't wait for Jason. Thank you so much, dude. Thank you. What's the jazz in the background? That's just me playing jazz on my phone, so I don't just have to listen to my own voice. Sorry. I don't want to miss anything. I like Zack Snyder, but to each their own. I also have a respect for that Zack Snyder. I just don't like the way he views Batman, if that makes sense, or Superman. Do we only see Batman or Bruce Wayne? I can tell you Bruce Wayne's not in the movie. Any possibilities of the podcast coming back? Me and Francesco have been trying to bring that back for a while, so hopefully soon. Sorry, I'm burping. That's the problem with seltzer water. I'm disgusting. Hey dude, hope you're well. What is your most anticipated entry in the DCU Gods and Monsters chapter apart from Superman? Hope this helps pays the bills. Yes, it does, dude. Thank you so much. Any super chat is way too kind and way too supportive, and I thank you. Oh man, Mangold's doing Swamp Thing. That's very interesting to me. I'd say Lanterns is super cool sounding, and I'm excited to see who they cast as Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart. I'd say Lanterns, other than Superman, probably Lanterns and then Swamp Thing. What was the reason for the score being so out front? Is it like that throughout the film or just that scene? The score is very much a loud part of the film to help with the dream-like nature. But like I said before I played the clip, this isn't the sound mix. This is me showing you a clip from my timeline directly to you. So I promise you, any sound issues you have most likely are already being cleaned up in post. But I just wanted to show you guys something cool and from the movie. But have you seen Rebel Moon? No, I was waiting to watch the director's cut, which is out now. But now I need about 4 hours, and I need the boys to come over, and we'll watch it and have a good time. I'm excited to see it, honestly. I heard people did not like it, but we'll see. YouTube abs getting worse. Yeah, that's weird because I told them I clicked the you get an option that's like you can choose how many ads are rolling, and I clicked like barely any. So I'm sorry. Someone said something about sequel Jason 2. It really just depends on if you guys enjoy one, and we can finance chapter 2. Was Allie from Euphoria an inspiration for the character of Old John in any way? No. I mean, that's a great comparison. But I wouldn't say him specifically was the inspiration, or Coleman. Oh man, I know his last name, but every time I'm put on the spot, Wonderful actor, and I wouldn't say that was a direct inspiration either, his kind of performance, but John was a character that existed in my head for so long because I was like, okay, the way that we were writing the movie originally, there's so much of it is so you're surrounded by morally gray characters who are going to do what they have to survive in this like hell on earth. But we needed someone who has managed to remain pure and who Jason can connect to through the purity and through the warmth instead of the ambivalence and the schemery. But in a sense, he serves a similar purpose. But yes, are you going to do a Batman deep dive? Everyone asked about the Batman deep dive. I want to do a Batman deep dive. It's just like, guys, I don't know how to tell you. It's making a feature film. It's hard to make the videos that I've been making. It's nearly impossible to try to do both. And I've lost my mind 42 times over. But I'd love to do it. I want to do it. I have plans to do it. Just give me some time. And I apologize. I saw this on Instagram, but the dreamlike quality to these clips are so good. It really feels like remembering trauma, how it affects the memory. Thank you. That means the world to me. There's an idea for a sorry, I was just reading and I went, oh, there's ideas for Jason 2. Dude, there's a script for Jason 2 and a script for Jason 3. And it's just a matter of if we can finance enough to make it, and if you guys like the first one enough. Are you going to review The Amazing Spider-Man 2? Same thing with the Batman deep dive. I want to. Let me finish the movie. Let me finish the feature film. Clip looked amazing, dude. Thanks, man. What are some of your favorite movies to watch when you're feeling shitty? Always Spider-Man 2. I know it's the most basic answer you expected, but truthfully, always inspires me to get up off my ass and start fucking trying again. Why not Brave and the Bold? Because I have my Batman. I have it. The Batman crime saga is plenty for me. But, I mean, hopefully it's good. I'm interested to see what happens. And also, I just wasn't a huge fan of the way Batman was in The Flash. So, you know, drop the scripts. I can't drop the scripts because if I make the movie, I can't. I'll spoil the movie. $20. Thank you so much, Tyler. I wish more people with $100 million projects even have half the passion you do. Thanks, man. Thank you. I truly appreciate it. Praying for you, man. I hope your work gets recognized in a big way. Thanks, dude. I mean, that's the thing is, like, obviously, I'm not going to lie and be like, oh, I'm fine. I hope it gets recognized, too. But the fact that you guys are here and talking to me and recognizing it, and I don't know how many people are live right now watching 200-something, even just that amount of people care enough to listen to me ramble about my movie. You probably clicked on the video for the Penguin, and you're like, what the fuck are we talking about right now? But, no, that is... I'm so incredibly lucky that anyone wants to share anything with me in that sense of art. Like the fact that people send me their ideas and people want to talk and want my advice on creativity and stuff and will watch my movie means the entire world. So thank you. John feels like a man who's experienced the depravity of Gotham and how it affects Jason, but chooses to see the beauty in the world and tries to inspire Jason to do the same. That's spot on. That is very much what we intended to do with the character. So thank you. Yes, I love John. I love that character so much. Sheldon Ingram is the actor who plays him. Local Pittsburgh, was a news anchor for many years. Now is acting, doing theater. Incredible. George, buddy, is Penguin better to binge as a long film or watch weekly? I don't know. I'm biased because I had the privilege of being able to binge it. I think weekly it would kill me, but the hype would be higher because like there's so many cliffhangers without spoiling anything. Like from 6 to 8, it's like, fuck, I gotta wait a week. But it's great. How did you do in high school? I did okay. I think that like once I realized I didn't give a fuck about math and cared about making movies, that math grade and science grade went down. My English grade was always the same, but I did okay. I saw a good question. Without spoiling anything, now that you finished the Penguin, do you feel pretty confident about what the Batman 2 will be about? Great question. No. I think what they set up is Falcone dynamics in the city and Oz is kind of where he is in Gotham without spoiling anything. I don't think they really give you much of like, this is going to be the villain, this is going to be the plot. They do develop the universe, but they do it in a way that's like the power structure has changed, and that's what will go into the Batman 2. Is writer's block for 7 months normal? How to bounce back? Feeling very disappointed in myself. I think writer's block is just a symptom. I don't know if I necessarily believe that it's a thing as much as it is a symptom of some other thing, if that makes sense. So ask yourself why you're not having the ideas that you want to have. Why you're not able to write. And usually it's very reasonable, where life is beating you down, or you're distracted or heartbroken or any of those things. So I think to treat writer's block, you got to treat the source, if that makes sense. Would you approach directing something you didn't write yourself? Dude, with a lot more freedom and confidence, I think. Weirdly enough, I think when you're so involved in something, you need it to be so what was in your head and so much better than what was in your head. You're harder on yourself. So directing something I didn't write, first of all, I don't know if I could do it well, but I think that there's more freedom to that, because now I'm translating someone else's idea and experience. George, why are you asking me questions on here, George? You can text me anytime. No, I'm just kidding. Are you fully self-taught in filmmaking? No, that's unfair. I'm a lot self-taught, but like I also worked at a film company for 4 years in high school, and people like Jordan Taylor, Carl Kurlander, Chris Venus, those guys nurtured that seed and really taught me a lot about editing and framing and how to shoot something quick but efficient. And I wouldn't be nearly where I am without those guys. But a lot of it too is mostly just me obsessing and trying. I don't know if I ever read a book about how to make a movie. I just kept trying to make movies. Great question though, dude. How would you approach directing something you didn't write? Sorry, I answered that one. Alex, can you answer my question? Krishna, I didn't see it. Send me it again. How is Jason going to be different from the animated version in your movie? Very different. Sometimes cannot stand when they make him slightly whiny in the other contents of media. I'd say that our Jason is the fine lines of the big bullet points you've come to know and love about Jason Todd. So if you love the kind of aggression towards Batman and the angst towards a corrupt system and the kind of like, I'm going to do what I want attitude, you see where that comes from in this movie. He's not just angry all the time for the sake of being angry all the time. He's not just mad for the sake of being mad. Our movie tried to explore why someone is that way to a degree, but I also think our Jason's a bit different at this point in time before Robin, where he is, I think, a lot more internalized than you get to see the internal thoughts that he's always gonna have, but there's no real outlet for them. He's not Robin, he's not Red Hood. He can't aim this sadness anywhere right now. He's just looking for kind of love and a way out of love. So I'd say I don't think our Jason's that whiny. That was something we very much wanted to avoid, was do the typical sad character monologues about how sad they are thing. We wanted to play it a lot in silence, and we wanted to play it a lot in just looks and glances. I think he's a deeply sad guy, but I think that you'll see the character that you like from the animated stuff and you'll like from all the adaptations, but you'll kind of get more, hopefully. I'm speaking in hopes. Just got here, so maybe you already addressed this, but what do you think about Penguin's name being changed to Oz Cobb? Okay, cool. So I mentioned this in the video. Oswald Cobb. Thank you, Zach, for the double super chat. But I think that to me it works. I know I got some shit for this, but to me it works because I thought that Cobblepot, or in Gotham it's like Cobbleput, like, you know, his mom says it like that in the show Gotham. To me it always felt like kind of this old money name. Like it sounded like royalty in a sense, but I love the takes on Penguin that were like, the Batman did this great, not the movie, the cartoon, where his family did have a bunch of money, but they blew it or they lost it, and Bruce Wayne's kind of like the antithesis of that, which is interesting. But this guy is straight up just from a terrible part of Gotham, more in common with Jason Todd than classic Penguin, I think. terrible part of Gotham, and it's just a hustler and a gangster. And so for me, I didn't mind that they changed it to Cobb. I think it's bullshit. That the name change grounds it more. I think that's silly and stupid. But I think that it works just because this is a very different take on the character, and Cobb sounds like, you know, the generic kind of pimp that you'll meet down the street, which Oz kind of is in that world. So it didn't bother me that much, because it's a great show and it's working. I think the only thing that maybe upset people, and I understand why, is the fact that the quote about how like Cobblepot's not a real name, you know, we need to not do something comic booky. And that's just silly, because then, like, what are you going to change the name to? Like, Rick Grayson. You know what I mean? Like, stuff like that I just think is silly. Thoughts on the Raimi's original plot for Spider-Man 4, MJ not being in it, Vulture's daughter being Peter's love interest, and Peter faking Spider-Man's death. There was this great Vice documentary they just made, Heroes Unmasked, about it, which I highly recommend watching that. It's online. It was the thing where the studio wanted MJ out of the movie. They wanted her out of movie 3. They did not want any of that. They did not want the Kirsten Toby drama. There's like, the doc says it better than I can. But yeah, so I don't know if those movies work without MJ. If Raimi was to do Spider-Man 4 now, I think that she'd have to be in it. I think it's so crucial. But the original idea of the Vulture is awesome. The storyboards are great. That seems super cool. I love the idea of, like, if you're going to write MJ out, I think they had Peter, like, cheat on her. Like, after he fucked up so bad in movie 3, just keeps making it worse, which I think is fun. But that'd be fun. Krishna says, can I read your question? You're going to ask spoilers, dude. I can't answer that, dude. You just gotta wait for the movie. You can ask me generic stuff about Jason, but I can't answer specifics like that. Someone says, came to say, great job with Spider-Man 2 review, but not so much with Deadpool and Wolverine. Hey, man, to each their own. To each their own. I got shit on for that video, and that's fine. I said what I had to say, and I wouldn't say I'm so proud of that video, but I thought it was a decently made video, and I felt those things, and that's all I can do. Which Falcone performance do you prefer? Totoro or Mark Strong? They really feel like one and the same. I think that when you see, I don't think he was in the first episode, but when you see Mark Strong, it really feels like an extension of a younger Totoro. Like, it feels similar in that way, which is really cool. But I think both are great, honestly. I love Mark Strong. Obviously, Totoro is a legend. Thoughts on Homelander? Actor's brilliant. Anthony Starr is brilliant. The character is a lot of fun to watch. Are you friends with the Jason cast? Yeah. I mean, like, not... I don't have any beef with any of them, but I mean, you know, most of them are adults with lives that I'd say were like work acquaintances and have had very profound conversations about art and stuff. But like with Jason himself, yeah. Me and him have been friends a long time. Is Jason going to be a Batman fanboy or perhaps nihilistic about the hero? I think you'll see within the first frame of the movie. I wouldn't call him a fanboy, but I'd say that Batman represents almost a religious savior in Jason's mind as a child, and then when that savior never comes for him, then I think he's a little bit more cynical about it by the end of the movie. Superman Batman Public Enemies is God tier, the book or the movie? Because both, I enjoy both. The documentary mentioned is not on YouTube. It's Vice News, Vice TV. They give you like 3 free watching passes, and you can watch the whole thing there. I think it's on Vice TV. Why does Jason Todd, above all the Robins, stand out to you? I'd say that he is the representation of trauma and of the kind of... I think all the Batman characters, in a way, do things for Bruce, right? In the sense of, what do they bring out in him? I think Dick Grayson saves Bruce in so many different ways, where he needs that kind of like joyous son figure. And so I think what's cool about Jason and the way to explore Jason is the fact that he gives Bruce the class perspective that he doesn't have. He gives Bruce the idea that my parents were drug addicts, my parents were were thugs, were criminals, where I was someone who was the same person that you beat up every night, just wearing a different outfit with a different face. And the faceless aren't faceless, if that makes any sense. And Jason Todd represents the faceless and the forgotten, and I think that that's why he's always stood out to me. And I love that. When are we getting non-CBM videos? When I finish the movie, I have a whole plan to redo the channel a little bit, and that's going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited to do that, but I need to finish the movie first. But the film is starting to sound like some good-ass fan fiction, and I'm here for it. Hopefully it is good-ass fan fiction. I mean, that's the nature of it, right? What is the runtime going to be? I'd say, I mean, I have the timeline pulled up literally right now. It's 1:39 without credits right now. We'll see if that goes down or goes up. Yo, dude, I've been watching since I'm 8, now I'm 15. How the time flies. That's fucking wild, man. Ugh. That's stressful. That's scary. I don't know if I like that. Have you guys got any personal fan cast for the villains in the Reeves verse? I'd love to see. I've always wanted to see, like, I think I really want Leo DiCaprio to do. I think the only thing he'd ever do, he wouldn't do like just an MCU generic villain. I think you could do something really cool with like some of the bigger actors, like some of the most iconic actors of all time, or at least modern actors. I think you could do something really, really cool, which is a lot of fun. Do you have any plans for Grayson to appear in Jason 2 or 3? No, I can say that because I think that was covered really well in Titans. I think that was done well. That kind of, I mean, I don't love the show, but the kind of relationship between, there's a lot of that in the show. And if we were going to do something, we wanted to do something different. Have you seen Godzilla -1? Straight up loved, Shield Godzilla -1. Okay, cool. Will we see Old John in chapter 2? Yeah, that would be the plan if we get to make a chapter 2. What is the documentary called again? It's Icons Unearthed Spider-Man. They did one on Tim Burton Batman. That's a Pittsburgh. Tim Burton. They did one Tim Burton Batman, and they did one in Lord of the Rings, and the Spider-Man one was good. It's really cool. Thank you for the super chat, dude. What do you think about Gunn starting with Damian Wayne as Robin and hoping they don't skip Dick, Jason, and Tim? I feel like the reason they're skipping Dick, Jason, and Tim is because the only Robin that's easy to sell on the big screen is the assassin that kills people that Batman has to rein in. Because I think you always run into the thing of like child endangerment. And is Bruce a complete psychopath? Or maybe Matt Reeves has planned for Dick Grayson, but you know, I think that Damian would be cool. It'll be cool, but also, I don't know. I think it's weird to have two different Batmans running at the same time when you have a young Superman, and now they're going to go for an older Batman again to a younger Superman when you have, I get why. I understand that Reeves didn't want to be in the connected universe. It'll probably make the Batman franchise better, but I do think it's a little bit weird. Okay, cool. All right, I think I might go soon, but I'm not leaving yet. This has been fun. Do you guys want to see the clip again? What should I do? Any more questions? This was fun. To get back and talk to some of you. I'm just getting so sweaty, as you can tell. It is 1,000 degrees in here, and if I turn the AC, you won't be able to hear me, and I'll cry. But no, I can stick around for like, how long have I been going? Let me see. Like an hour? I can stick around for like at least 10 more minutes. Thoughts on Hush being the main villain of part 2? That'd be interesting. I feel like Riddler was kind of Hush-esque in the Batman. So that would be interesting to see how they differentiate it. Can you make a tier list of all the comic book movies? Dude, I think that would kill me. How many are there now? Like 450? You excited for Joker 2? I think it'll be disliked, but it'll be good. I'm more excited for Joker 2 than I am for the first Joker. I think I'm interested in doing a musical that apparently just makes fun of the first movie for 2 hours, which is such a fascinating thing. How is the Jason film? I just showed a ton of stuff and gave a ton of updates on it. So if you want to scroll back in the stream, but it's going well. I'm very proud of it. I'm ready to get it out. I'm excited to get it out. Play the Jason movie out of order for us. Sure. Okay, so we'll start here. We'll move back here. Did you like The Bear season 3? I love The Bear season 3. I didn't love it as much as season 2, but I still really loved it, and I love the fact that the pace is so different, and it feels like Carmi's still very much stuck in the fridge, and I thought that was super cool. And it's one of my favorite TV shows on TV, and it's also, I feel like that pilot episode with just the montage was fucking incredible. But yeah, for those of you, sorry, I got a text and was like, who the hell is fucking texting me right now? Yeah, so for those of you tuning in, or if you've been here the whole time, Penguin's wonderful. I'm doing a video on it very soon. I've seen the whole show. WB was cool enough to send it. Zach Pope on Twitter hooked me up. He's a creator as well, and was like, hey man, I was like, hey man, how'd you see the show early? And then he was like, oh dude, you could totally, no, he's great. He's wonderful. I won't tell the whole story. He's wonderful. But yeah, thank you WB, and thanks to him for allowing me to see it. But it's wonderful. Penguin's wonderful. Watch it. So when's the movie releasing? I'm hoping in the next few months. I've said that earlier in the stream. I'm hoping around the Christmas season. Don't want to give a release date yet because I don't want to lie to you guys about when it's coming out and then it gets delayed again. Your insight on Jason brings the class aspect to Batman was fascinating. Shows how much you cherish and understand the character. Thanks, man. I hope I sound like I know what I'm talking about when it comes to Jason, at least our Jason, because I've been literally working on it nonstop for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. What if I just like fucking punched the camera and fell on the ground and that was it? And the movie comes out next week. Dude, thank you so much, Juan. Keep making fan-made DC and Marvel Comics film TV episodes. That'd be fun. I'd love to do more. But thank you so much for the super chat, dude. Truly helps out so much. I have to go by. You should do these more often. Thanks, man. I want to. If you guys enjoy this, I will. I don't want to do it too much. I don't want people to be like, shut the fuck up, Alex. But I do appreciate it. Appreciate you showing off the clips. I'm never one to watch many fan-made stuff, but I really love the second clip giving an idea of how you perceive Jason's character. Thank you, dude. Yeah, I mean, that's the whole thing is we didn't just want to take your money and make a fan film where, oh, there's the Robin suit. That's cool. We want to tell a real story, and that's always why I do it. I'd never do it because, oh, cool, I want to do not MCU Spider-Man. If I ever made a Spider-Man thing, it would have to be because I had something to say about Peter Parker, not because I wanted to, prove the movies wrong or prove that I could do better. It's literally just about love for the character and love for trying to express an idea. Colin Farrell Penguin or Paul Dano Riddler. I've spent a lot more time with Colin Farrell Penguin, so I might lean towards him, but Dano is wonderful. Will the movie drop with captions? Probably should. That'd be smart. Yes? Question mark. Okay, cool. I think I'll play the clip one more time if you guys want to see it. Thumbs up if you do, thumbs down if you don't. If you don't, you can just leave, and then I'm probably going to leave the chat. But I'll play it, come back, say bye, in case you missed it the first time. And then I'll get out of your hair. I'll leave you alone. So, yeah. Maybe I'll just play it. I won't wait for the thumbs, because there's always the delay. Someone said, thoughts for No Country for Old Men. Thoughts on No Country for Old Men. Love it. Didn't like it the first time I watched it. Thought it was boring when I was like 14. Then watched it again, and then fucking was like, what was I thinking? As most things I do. And maybe I'll do that on Deadpool and Wolverine. Everyone's like, Alex, in 10 years you'll change your mind. And I'm like, are you sure? No, I don't know. We'll see. That's what I'm saying. Sorry, I could go on a rant, but that's what I'm saying is that no opinion's permanent. I've changed my mind on so many movies. So it's always so crazy when people get so aggressively heated about that stuff. But yes, I'll play the clip again, and then I'll say goodbye after that. So, un momento.
I tell you about the first time you come here?
Yeah. Not in a while, though.
All right. You used to pass by all the time, fumbling around. Ma, she was teaching you to walk, to talk. She just got a new job down the block.
The diner. I used to sit in that kitchen all day.
Joe's.
Place sucked.
Yeah. Oh, Joe, yeah, it did. Yeah. And on that day, she was on a break. You was hungry. But your ma, she didn't want you eating anything Joe cooked. And I hear you fumbling, and I hear her heels fumbling with you. You used to just pass by. She say hello, tell you to wave. But on that day, she stopped. Tried to get you to order for yourself. You didn't. You just hid right behind her. So she ordered you a big dog. Extra chili.
I ate the entire thing.
Shoved the entire thing in your whole mouth, almost choked.
I kind of wish I had.
Your mom. She was a good girl. Really good.
She's getting better.
Coming back. Hold on. Coming back. But there we go. Nice. Let me put the chat box back on too. Someone said hot dog. But yeah, guys, that was the only times you'll see the clip. I doubt I'll post that one before the movie. So if you were here tonight, you saw it. I live for scenes like this. Thanks, man. I mean, the movie's filled with scenes like this. So hopefully you enjoy it. God damn. Remind me not to drink seltzer water on live stream again, so I'm not burping every 2 seconds. How long will it be? An hour and 40-ish. I don't want to give an exact one. Someone said, do you think Robert Downey Jr. as Doom is a good idea? I did that earlier in the stream. I responded to that, and I think that summed it up. But yeah, guys, thank you so much. If you enjoyed this, let me know. That's what all YouTubers say, right? If you enjoyed this, let me know. But yeah, I had fun doing this. I was so nervous. I am so sweaty right now. I bet you it's showing. I am dehydrated. I am sweaty. I'm going to chug this entire Gatorade down as soon as I hang up. But thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry I don't do more of these. I've just been so busy, and these take not a lot of energy to talk to you guys, but it's more so I get myself so worked up and nervous about it that, you know, I'm like, ugh. But yeah, thank you for the kind words. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the super chat. As always, I'll plug all the bullshit. You guys can leave while I plug it. You know what I mean? 100 minutes of Jason content for free. Yes. Yeah. Literally. Yeah. Thank you. Always the Patreon's a huge help. If you have $1 a month, beautiful. Helps out so much. Literally. And there's cool behind the scenes that I keep doing on there that I'm trying to work on more. But it helps finance the movie, helps keep me alive, helps me make better videos. Penguin video coming very soon. I'm literally going to go record the voiceover right now. I'm going to cool off and then do a 20-minute voiceover. That's coming out very soon. Patreon page, movies coming out soon. So yeah, thank you. Keep creating, keep being yourself, keep being yourselves. That's the lesson of today. But no, keep creating. Thank you so much for your interest in the kind words about the movie. I can't wait for you to see it. It's my heart and soul, and I can't wait to see your heart and soul. I'm going to try to end this coolly, and then you're going to